Hey Leo, we're here for your weekly tarot love reading, March 24th through to March 30th. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and for any of you lovely cross watchers dealing with a Leo romantically. Now, please keep in mind, Leo, as always, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate with you, and you are absolutely welcome here to take what works and leave the rest. Just a reminder that if you would like to get a personal reading from me, I do currently offer those through Etsy. The link is in the description box below the video. So we're going to jump right in today, Leo. We're going to start it out with a couple of oracle messages for this week, and then we're going to pull some tarot. So let's see what could be coming toward my lovely lions. Let's rock and roar. First message coming out for Leo for this week, we have got the Phoenix. New phase and rekindle, renew and growth, changed mind, and rises from the ashes. Okay. This is some pretty big transformative energy coming through for this week, Leo. There's a couple of things that are standing out to me when I look at the message on this card. The first one is rekindle. Now, to rekindle typically means to bring something back. So sometimes this energy can suggest that maybe there is somebody who you're currently broken up with, someone who you're currently separated from, Leo. Maybe this person is returning because they want to rekindle. Now, it's also standing out to me that the message says changed mind. So maybe somebody here has changed their mind. Maybe they've had a change of heart. Maybe they made one decision about your relationship and then they went away and they reflected on it and they're now coming back around because they've changed their mind. It does give me a little bit of energy here of somebody who maybe regrets a decision that they've made. They've taken some time and space to think about things and now they're missing you. They're thinking about you and they're coming back and they're like, Leo, can we have a new phase? Can we rekindle? Can we see if we can fix this? So that's my initial impression, but let's see where this goes. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Leo this week. We had talking, jumping out, interested, awaiting messages, texting, calling, emailing, and talking more. So this to me is just indicating that this person is probably going to reach out to you this week. You should probably expect here, Leo, that there's going to be some sort of communication coming forward from this person. I think they're going to be initiating contact. I think they're going to be reaching out and they're going to be striking up a conversation about what happened between the two of you. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Leo for this week, please. And then we've got camera. Okay. This is significant, Leo. Reminiscing, making memories, learning from the past, and perception. Somebody here is definitely thinking about the good times that the two of you used to have. Somebody here is reflecting on how things used to be. They're thinking of the memories that the two of you made together. I'm definitely getting a sense here of somebody who regrets, right? They regret losing you. They regret giving up on the relationship. They regret walking away. They find themselves constantly reminiscing, looking back. You know, this says camera. So maybe they're even looking back at pictures of the two of you and they're remembering the happy moments. They're remembering the good times within your relationship. And, you know, they're regretting it, right? They have sorrow. They have a sense of loss here, Leo. Now, the interesting thing here is that it does say learning from the past. So maybe this person is going to be returning and they're going to be talking to you about how they've changed, how they've grown, how they've evolved, and how they are a different person now that they've ultimately been working on themselves. So this is definitely interesting, and just kind of take it how it might connect for your circumstance, Leo. Like I said, this could be somebody who the two of you are fully broken up. Maybe this is someone where you're, you know, on a break, you haven't really been talking, you're in this kind of muddy place in your relationship, not sure where you stand. I definitely think that this week for your person is going to be bringing some significant realizations, and I think that there's going to be some outreach coming from them towards you. Now, with these readings, Leo, I always say the energy can be interchangeable as well. So take it as it fits. Maybe you're the one who ended something. Maybe you're feeling some regret. Maybe you're going to be reaching out to your person. So just kind of take it how it might fit for your circumstances. So very interesting, Leo. We're going to jump into it. What we're going to do for the rest of the reading, we're going to look at this person and we're going to look at you. So we're going to look at their overall energy, what they could be feeling, what actions they could be taking. I'm going to look at the same thing for you, and then we are going to look at the potential outcome. So let's kind of dig into it and let's see what this week is going to be bringing in. So tell me about this person who Leo is involved with this week, please. Okay, first card coming out is the Five of Swords. This is definitely a heavy energy. It tends to show conflict. It tends to show tension. It's kind of like going to battle with somebody, having fights, having conflict, butting heads, having arguments, but it's a very frustrating energy, Leo. It's very dramatic, and it can sometimes indicate the energy of somebody who just wants to win to be right. Okay, so I'm gonna guess here with you and this person, one of the issues that's probably happened between the two of you is they maybe don't communicate effectively when it comes to conflict. I'm gonna say that this card is a strong indicator, Leo, that maybe this person doesn't really handle themselves super well when you guys have had conflict before, because the Five of Swords, like I said, is them wanting to be right, them wanting to talk over you, maybe not seeing your perspective. And I think that this probably caused a really big rift within your relationship, right? If you were having conflict with this person and every time you tried to resolve this conflict, you guys just couldn't fix it. You couldn't get stuck or unstuck from this negative cycle. I think this contributed towards more negative energy building up within your relationship. Now, the Five of Swords can also sometimes be an energy of like external factors influencing our relationship. So this could also be an indicator that there was some sort of external stuff going on that was impacting the connection between the two of you. It could be drama. It could be other people meddling in the relationship. It could be, third party involvement. It could be other things that are impacting our connection. It could even be work, anything that's interfering between the two of you. Tell me more, please, about this person's energy for this week. Okay, very interesting, Leo. So the card coming out next is the Three of Pentacles, which is a card about working through issues. So I feel like the Five of Swords acknowledges that there's been a battle between the two of you. And the Three of Pentacles acknowledges that your person has a desire to work through these issues and now they want to try and fix things. The Three of Pentacles can be a card of getting support to help through issues. It could indicate counseling. It could indicate talking to somebody who can give you some wise advice. And I feel here that this person is trying to show up for you this week, Leo, with the Three of Pentacles and be like, I got your back. I'm here for you. I want to connect with you. And definitely trying to fix things with that Three of Pentacles energy. Tell me more, please, about this person's energy for this week, please. Let's take a look. And then the Judgment card. Yeah. I mean, honestly, Leo, this is giving vibes that your person has had a huge awakening. It's a big wake-up call kind of energy. If there has been a separation or breakup between the two of you, I think your person is definitely starting to look at things differently this week, okay? Something is waking them up. They're having some sort of significant realization about the relationship between the two of you. I go back to this Phoenix energy where it says rekindling, changing their mind. I think something is shifting for them in a really big way this week, Leo, and they're starting to realize that they want to come in and they want to try to fix things with you. Now, the Judgment card can also be a card of second chances. It can be a card of forgiveness. And I think that this is what this person might potentially be asking you for this week. Tell me what they could be feeling. What could this person be feeling this week, please? Let's take a look, Leo. Five of Wands, yeah. So they want to come in. They want to hash out the issues, but emotionally, they're also conflicted because the two of you are in a bit of a mess right now from what I can see. There has been conflict, there's been tension. We're seeing that with the Five of Swords, we're seeing that with the Five of Wands, Leo. And so what I see here is that your person wants to come in and it feels like they want to get all that heavy emotional stuff out in the open and talk about it. But they're also like conflicted too, because they might not be sure, like, how is Leo going to respond? How is Leo going to, receive any sort of communication, any sort of outreach that I'm doing toward Leo this week? Tell me what else this person could be feeling, please. Six of Cups. Interesting. Six of Cups is a big indicator of a connection to the past. And so this is definitely saying there's some sort of past issue that is definitely weighing on your person's mind. It could be that they're having regret for something that happened in the past. They could be thinking about things that happened in the past. This could also fit with the camera energy, right? We talked about how maybe this person is looking at pictures of the two of you when you were together, looking at pictures of the way that it used to be between the two of you. And they're like replaying these memories within their head, right? And so there's a lot of that very strong reminiscing kind of energy. And I also feel like the Six of Cups is an indicator that if you're broken up with this person, if you're not together, this definitely can indicate the past coming back. And that's where I think we're getting this energy of them potentially reaching out to you this week. Tell me more, please, about what this person could be feeling this week, the Ace of Pentacles. Essentially, what they're hoping for, Leo, is a new beginning. And the Ace of Pentacles is them wanting to prove their loyalty and devotion to you. They're hoping for a fresh start. They're hoping that the two of you can have a clean slate. And they're hoping that you're going to ultimately be open to fixing whatever it is that has been broken between the two of you. So let's see what actions they could be taking this week, please. The World. This is a card about wrapping up a cycle. And I feel very strongly, Leo, that this person is going to be coming towards you this week, wanting to wrap up this negative cycle that the two of you have been enmeshed in, okay? So I think they're coming in very much like, let's find a way to wrap this up. Let's find a way to resolve this. Let's find a way to fix this so that we can move forward. After the World card within the tarot, we go back to the start of the major arcana, which is the Fool. So your person here is hoping that there's an opportunity to wrap up this tough moment in your relationship, this tough time within your relationship, and move forward to essentially like a new beginning and a clean slate, which is kind of what we're seeing with that Ace energy as well. Tell me more about what actions they could be taking this week, please. Okay, Devil card came out. That's a big one, you guys. Devil is big energy when we're dealing with a reading and there's been conflict, challenge, battling, butting heads, fighting, all that kind of stuff. The devil tends to represent something toxic. It tends to represent something unhealthy that is showing up within the connection between the two of you. When I look at this, Leo, I see that your person is taking action to address whatever unhealthy behaviors have contributed to the issues within your connection. It's like they're looking at it and they're like, yeah, I've done this, I've done that, that's not cool, that's not okay, here's how I want to do things differently. And this is showing up in their actions. So to me, it suggests that they are taking action to deal with whatever these unhealthy dynamics are. Let's get one more card about what actions this person could be taking this week, please. And then we've got the Three of Swords. They're trying to heal what is emotionally broken, okay? I think that whatever has happened between the two of you, the Three of Swords is a really big indicator of the emotional burden and the heartbreak and the pain that your person is experiencing because of the situation. We've already, oh, hold on one second. Sorry guys, I forgot to put my phone on silent, so I just went to turn that off. But what I was saying here is that with the Three of Swords, we've already talked about how some of you are already maybe broken up with this person, separated from this person. And the Three of Swords is really acknowledging the emotional weight and the heaviness of the situation that is really weighing on the connection and really kind of impacting your person in this heavy emotional way. And I feel like they want to take action to deal with that. Again, it's like with the Devil and the Three of Swords, they want to get in there, Leo, with you. They want to start talking about what has broken between the two of you. They want to start addressing some of this heaviness. And there's also, I feel like, an inherent energy of healing coming with the Three of Swords, because it's like they want to heal whatever has caused this pain and whatever has caused this disconnect between the two of you within this connection. So I will say, when I look at your person's energy, definitely looks like they're having a huge awakening this week with the Judgment card, potentially coming in with asking for forgiveness, second chances, things like that, and wanting to kind of heal this pain that they are experiencing due to the potential separation between the two of you, okay? So let's look at you. Let's take a look at Leo's energy for this week, please. Wow, I kind of love that. So the first card coming out for you, Leo, is the Strength card, which is your energy. This is really, really big, Leo. So this is telling me that you have a lot of inner strength. And I feel like this week is saying, like, tap into that inner strength. This is a bit of a tough situation between you and this person. There's emotional heaviness. There's a potential breakup. There's a disconnect. And I feel like the Strength card coming out as the first card is like, Leo, whatever's going on this week, whatever you're navigating, whatever conversations you're having, make sure that you're approaching them from a place of recognizing your strength, your resilience. I'm also getting a little bit of an energy of like setting boundaries, like making sure that you're setting healthy boundaries for yourself. You're being strong enough to set boundaries around what you will and will not tolerate within a relationship. Also kind of refusing to settle for less than what you deserve. Tell me more, please, about Leo's energy for this week, Seven of Wands. You're definitely pretty guarded when it comes to this person, okay? And that makes a lot of sense because I do think there's heaviness. Again, we've talked about it. If you were constantly in the Five of Swords energy with this person where you're trying to solve problems and they're just like, you know, always trying to win and always trying to one-up you, like I really feel there was something very problematic with how this person may have been approaching the communication and solving conflicts between the two of you. And now, understandably, you've tapped into that inner strength and it's like you're standing up for yourself. The Seven of Wands to me can definitely be a card of like finding your voice, speaking out, speaking your truth, not in like an aggressive way, but like a very empowered way with that Strength card. This is not somebody who's like going and yelling and screaming and having a fit. This is someone who confidently knows what they deserve, and they're setting those boundaries, and they're like, I'm going to protect my energy here with the Seven of Wands. So there's definitely a guardedness that I see, and it's like you're holding up this shield, Leo, because this person has done something to hurt you, and you don't want that to happen again. So you're being like very careful, I see, with how you're navigating this. Tell me more, please, about Leo's energy for this week. Eight of Cups. Yeah, I mean, I think you're looking at this and you're like, would I entertain this, right? The Eight of Cups is like, should I just stay walked away, right? Like, is it worth going back and having a conversation with this person? Is it worth potentially getting back together if the two of you are broken up? Or is it time to like fully walk away? Is it time to fully detach from this relationship? And I think that this week is going to be a time for you to start to get clear about what it is that you really want, okay? Tell me what Leo could be feeling this week. Three of Wands, that's good. I actually think this is really important, you guys. The Three of Wands is a very expansive energy. It's about looking out onto the horizon. It's about thinking about the opportunities ahead of us and seeing the bigger picture. What this tells me is that when you're looking at this situation this week, you're looking at it or being encouraged to look at it from the bigger perspective of how this situation fits into your life, right? When you think about the future, when you think about where you see yourself in the future and what you want in all areas of your life, you know, love included, do you see this person as part of that picture? Do you see them fitting in? These are things that you could potentially be asking yourself this week. Tell me what else Leo could be feeling, please. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is a card about investing in what's important to us. So I feel like, again, this is kind of fitting with this theme for you, where this week is going to be a pivotal moment potentially, Leo, for you to decide whether or not you want to continue putting effort into this connection or whether you want to walk away. Like, I could see you asking yourself, is this worth my time? Does this feel good for me? Does this relationship make me happy? Tell me more, please, about what you could be feeling. Ten of Wands. Yeah. I mean, to me, the Ten of Wands is just an acknowledgement of the emotional heaviness, the emotional baggage, and the emotional burden that's going on here in this situation. You've probably been really stressed about this. You've been thinking about it. It's been weighing on your mind. And the other thing too is, you know, Ten of Wands, I like to point this out to you. This is like one person who's climbing the mountain, right? Or the hill. So in a relationship, you know, you got at least two people here. So where are they, right? I think that for you, your experience of this relationship is that you had to do a lot of the emotional heavy lifting of this relationship because this is showing up in your feelings. And I think that's also a big reason why you're maybe showing up in this very protective energy, because you're like, I've invested so much emotionally within this connection. I've put in the work and I've showed up, and there's been times where it just did not feel like this person was meeting me where I was at. And so this is really, you know, again, that protective energy of you being like, I don't want to feel like I'm the only one putting in the weight to this relationship and putting in the effort. I need a partner who is climbing up that mountain with me. And I think that's probably, if I had to guess, Leo, going to be one of the big things you're looking at, where especially if you've had issues with this person maybe being immature in how they communicate and how they resolve conflict, and you feel like you've always had to be the emotionally mature one in the relationship, and it's felt like a really heavy burden for you to bear, I think that's going to factor into how you will respond to this. So let's see what actions you could be taking this week. Let's take a look. Queen of Cups, good. Connecting to your heart, Leo, right? Connecting to your heart from a place of stability, right? The Queen of Cups is someone who's very emotionally mature and stable. Don't worry about the gender. It's just the energy. And so I think that you're going to get clear on what feels good for you emotionally, right? And I say this to people sometimes, you know, when I'm doing like private readings and things, you know, people will say like, is this person coming back? And like, I'll look at the tarot and be like, yeah, it looks like they could be. But is that what you want? Like, if you truly, truly think about it, when you think about how this makes you feel, does it make you feel anxious or does it make you feel at peace? Does it make you feel happy or does it make you feel nervous? Like, think about from an emotional perspective, like, how do you really feel? Because people can come back and it looks like they could be this week, but it doesn't mean that that's what's ultimately going to make you happy. Like, it could make you happy, but it could also not make you happy. And that's where I think that the tarot is encouraging you to really think about what you want and what would be best for you if there's a potential repair here on the table, right, between you and this person. So let's see what other actions you could be taking this week. Seven of Pentacles. I think you're slowing things down. I don't think you're making a quick decision. I mean, maybe even this week, Leo, you're going to just be hearing this person out and seeing like how they feel, and then deciding what it is that you ultimately want to do at that point. Tell me more about what actions Leo could be taking this week, please. And then the Knight of Swords. Interesting. So we got the Seven of Pentacles, which is like a slow energy, being patient, taking your time. But then it is directly followed by a very fast moving, action oriented type of card with the Knight of Swords. And so I feel like, yeah, maybe you kind of pause. Maybe, you know, earlier on this week, you're thinking through what you want to do with this. But by the end of the week, you know, with that Knight of Swords energy, it kind of suggests that you're going to have some clarity about how it is that you want to move forward here. Okay. So let's take a look at the potential outcome here. Let's see what the potential outcome is, Leo. The Hermit. Maybe you guys are dealing with a Virgo. This is a lot of soul searching though. And I think this is the energy that you're going to be in, right? Especially if they're coming back around, they want to talk, they want to have conversations, they want to heal things. I think the Hermit here is saying, like, look at the whole picture, contemplate it, think about what you want, give yourself that time and space to essentially like go into this Hermit mode where you're going to try to think about what it is that, you know, what is really going to make you happy. What other cards do we have for the outcome here? King of Cups. Okay, we just had the Queen of Cups for you, and now we got the King of Cups, kind of reinforcing the importance here about making a decision that feels really good for you in your heart, okay? Let's get one more card here about the potential outcome, and then we've got the Moon. Yeah, I mean, this is tricky, you guys. The Moon is always a bit of a interesting energy, especially in a reading where there's been some tougher stuff going on. The Moon is mysterious. The Moon represents things that could be hidden, things that are not out in the open. And I think that's a problem when you're dealing with a situation, in my opinion, where there's like been a breakup or a separation, there's been conflict, there's been issues, there's been challenges. And I just feel like the outcome is kind of suggesting that maybe with the King of Cups, there is still love between the two of you. Like it could be suggesting that, Leo, like maybe you do still have feelings for this person. But again, I feel like you're being asked to consider, would being with them really make me happy, right? And I kind of feel like the Moon is saying there's going to be something that's just maybe not sitting right with you, something that's still going to feel a little bit off. And maybe you don't know what it is. Sometimes I think this is kind of just like a gut feeling where we're like, something doesn't quite feel right. And so, yeah, this person is coming towards you, but I feel like the Moon in the outcome is saying you got to be careful though, because you know, not like, oh, you got to be careful. I don't mean that to sound like scary, but like there could still be something that's not quite hidden, or maybe there's a lack of clarity about what this person is offering you, or you just feel like there's something going on here that doesn't sit right with your gut. And you're like, I don't know. And so if any of that is coming up, I also feel like the outcome is saying like, pay attention to any of these red flags potentially coming up. I do think there is still love here between the two of you with that King of Cups. But I also think you've got to do a lot of soul searching with this Hermit about whether or not you feel that this person is being completely open, completely honest. This is suggesting that you think there's more going on than what you're getting from this person, right? And to me, whether or not they're hiding something or not, this speaks to trust. And it's kind of suggesting to me that trust has been broken within this connection. And that's probably going to be one of the big things that the two of you would need to overcome if you decide to come back together. So the ability to trust this person, Leo, I can kind of see might be what holds you back maybe from fully exploring it. Again, at the end of the day, you need to decide for yourself what is best, right? If this person comes back and they're showing up and they're making changes to their behavior and all that stuff, you know, if you want to give it a go, give it a go. But it's also fully within your right to decide it's not what you want. So I feel like the tarot is saying like, yeah, just, you know, find your voice, Leo. Stand up for yourself, defend yourself this week, but in your heart, really think about what would make you happy. If getting back together with them would make you happy, go for it. But if you're looking at it and you're like, I still feel uncomfortable because I still feel there's stuff going on. I don't feel I have all the answers. I feel maybe they're not giving me, you know, all the information. Maybe you're asking them questions this week because we know they're coming in and talking to you. And you're like, I just don't know about these answers that I'm getting. There's something that's not sitting right. And that might be something to also explore if that's what's coming up for you as well. At the end of the day, I really feel like the tarot is like, figure out what would truly make you happy. Think of the bigger picture and then decide what you want to do from that perspective. Okay. So that's what I see for you today, Leo. If you would like to get a personal reading from me, I do offer those through Etsy. The link is in the description box below the video. If you enjoyed this video, if it resonated, do me a solid, give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And of course, we will be talking again very, very soon. Have a lovely week ahead, my lions. And yeah, I'll see you shortly.